Hi, Laura from Gold Star Work here. Today I am going to do an update on my project pan. Now this is a bit late. It's for my advent calendar project pan that Helene from HHM Makeup had set up. So I did the first one, and then we went away on holiday to the beach for a couple of weeks, and the update was supposed to be just before we came back. So I was late filming that one. I filmed it just before I left, thinking when I got back I would edit it and put it up. But when I came back, I couldn't find the footage anywhere. So the first update is completely lost. So then it's like, oh, okay. And I kind of lost the motivation to re-film it. And time went on, and I thought, oh, I'll just do the two together for February, end of February, because it's supposed to come out on the 27th of the month. And then for some reason we seem to go away at the end of the month all the time, so all the videos I have that are supposed to go out at the end of the month don't get done. So I'm late with this one as well, but I'm going to combine the two together, and let's see how we go. So if you don't know what this project is, I will link Helene's intro in the description box below so that you can check it out if you want to. But a quick rundown is basically you don't have to have an advent calendar, you just have to choose 25, 24 products depending on what you think an advent calendar should have. And I've got 24 products on mine, but I could add another one if I want to. And then randomly pick a certain number. I chose 5 to begin with, to put in the project and work through them. So they can be things that, they can be samples, they can be things you just want to use up, they can be things that are nearly finished but aren't quite. So just whatever you want, basically. So I have got a couple of empties, and I'll also link my my intro, or I might put it in the cards. I keep forgetting which way. It's been a while since I filmed. I'm feeling out of practice. I had some things in the beginning, and I've only used one thing that I put in from the beginning. I've only used one thing up, and that was nearly finished anyway. So the thing I've used up is my NYX Born to Glow liquid highlighter, which I've cut open so I could get it all out, which looks like this. It was getting old in my collection, and I just don't use liquid highlighters. So what I was doing, I'll just show you that it's empty, and anything that's left in there is all dried up, so I can't use it anyway. So what I was doing is I was actually mixing it in with my moisturiser and putting it on my arms and my legs when I was wearing shorts or a dress or something and I was going out, because it's summer here. So I kind of felt that was a product that I needed to use during the summer, because otherwise I'd be all covered up. So I've used up that product. I have been using my Manuka Honey with Rosehip Oil Lip Balm, and so this one, I only had to use it 4 times and it was all finished. As I said, it was nearly gone anyway, and I just wanted to get it used up because otherwise it would just sit there forever. And this one, in January, over January, I used it 5, 10, 14 times. And then this month, I've only used it 8 times. I've only used it 8 times. But it's so close to being finished. What had happened is this bit here had broken off into the tip. It had melted a bit because it got left in the sun. And so there's a tiny bit still in there, and there's a tiny bit still in here. So I'm still using it, and I'm picking that next update it'll be used, because for some reason I just didn't use it that much over the last month. And I did have quite a few days where I didn't wear makeup, which could be why, because it sits on my makeup desk and I stick it on, before I put my makeup on, just to moisturise my lips until I get to my lipstick. So that one's still going. And I used my Maybelline Better Skin. So last month I used it 5, 10, 15, 16 times. And this month I only used it 9 times. So this is what it's looking like. So it's got a big hole in the middle, but it's still got quite a long way to go. And I usually use it with the Revolution lace, which I've also got in this project. So last month I used this one 15 times. This month I've only used it 9 times, so I've used these two the same amount this month. And this is a really tricky product to see where we're up to. So I didn't mark it in January because you couldn't see that it had gone down. And the same thing again, you can't see that it's gone down at all, even though I have used it. Because I just put a little bit of it in here and I kind of mix them together because I just find a pressed powder works well for me that way. And I used my L'Oreal Glam Beige Healthy Glow Foundation. I mixed this with my Pretty Fresh. This is the new one. I actually used up the old one, but it's not in this project, so this is feeling quite light now. I can't see into the bottle, so I don't really know how much is left, but it is feeling pretty light. I would say there's probably another month to go, and this is too dark for me in the winter, so that's why I put it in the summer season. I wanted to make sure that it got used over the summer, and this one is getting a little bit older, so it needs to get used up. And I've been mixing it with the Pretty Fresh because it just gives a really nice consistency. That's what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing all the products that I'm mentioning today. And so last month I used that 5, 10, 15, 19 times. This month I've only used it 9 times. So I would say I've only done my makeup 9 times this month, this last month, over February. So yeah, no, I haven't done well putting my makeup on this month, which is probably why I haven't also been videoing very much. And so those were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those were the 5 that were in my original project that I used. Now I also used in January, I used a mask, which was on my list, because I thought the only way I would probably use my mask is if I put it on my 24 list, because I'm really hopeless at using my masks up. So I used the charcoal mask, which is fine. It's by Nature from New Zealand, charcoal and Manuka honey. It was fine, but I'm not rushing out to buy it again. It was just alright. And this one here is also a by Nature one, and it's a rosewater and collagen sheet mask, so I use this as well. I used both of these in January. I haven't masked once over February because I kind of forgot. I have been doing some masks, but I've been doing a purifying clay mask that comes in a tube. I haven't been doing sheet masks, so it's the sheet mask that I keep forgetting to use. And this one comes in a box, so I'm not counting as this is completely done because I've still got 2 more in the box to go. So that was what I used up in January, and then I added at the end of January, I added my Revolution Blush Golden Sugar Compact, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm using these two. And I want to use both of these up, and these are not blushes. These are definitely these are bronzers to me. So it's supposed to be a blush and contour palette. So these are bronzers. In fact, to me, really none of these are really blushes. I think I could probably use that one as a blush, but it's pretty. It's too light. So to me, it had a couple of bronzers and then some kind of, maybe a blush topper. This could be a blush topper, but they're weird colours, and like these ones are just too light. I mean, that's not a blush, and this one's definitely a highlighter. So to me it's a highlighter with 2 bronzers, this palette. And so I wanted to use these 2 up because those are the ones that I was most likely to use. So I put that in the project, and I have used that. Now I put it in the project halfway through January because I had used up the Born to Glow highlighter, and so I'd used it 10 times at the end of January, and I have used it, I've actually used it 11 times, so that's interesting. I used it 11 times this month. I can't remember if I've used some other foundation because I've only used that 9 times. But anyway, I'm all over the place, sorry. So I have used it, and I hit pan on this one. I hadn't hit pan on this before the project started, but I haven't got the footage of that anymore because, as I said, I lost it. So when this was in, this didn't have any pan, but it has a pretty big sizable pan now. Haven't got pan in this one yet, and it looks like it's still got a long way to go. And I basically used them together. So I've got this one on, and then this one over the top, like a shimmery blush topper or bronzer topper. And the Coconut Dream primer from Revolution I put in, and this is a hydrating primer with vitamin C and E. I have used this 10 times over the last 2 months because I put it in kind of halfway through, and I don't like this. I don't like this because it hydrates and things, but as soon as I start putting my foundation on, no matter how long I leave this to soak in, it gets weird kind of dry bits that come off. It's like this is not soaked in properly or something. I don't know, but I don't like it, and I've been avoiding using it. So I've tried it a few different ways and with different foundations and things, and it just keeps doing it. So I'm not sure about this. I wouldn't buy it again, that's for sure. But we're down to here, so there's not that much left. So I am going to try and use it up, but I definitely wouldn't buy it again. So I've only got one empty product in the face mask for the last 2 months. So I'm not going to bring anything else in because I'm still working on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 products. So we'll see if we'll use any face masks, sheet masks over the month of March to add in here. And I'm just going to keep working on the same products and get them used up. If I'm lucky, I don't know, there might still be too much in here. If I'm lucky, I'll use this one up as well as this one. I don't think I will use anything else up. I think this is going to take a while to use up because I don't like it. So I don't use it that often. Okay, so that is my Advent calendar update for January and February. And so I'll see you next time, and I will put the hashtag in, and you can go and see everyone else who is doing this Advent calendar project because there's a few people doing it. So I'll see you next time. Bye.